welcome back to my YouTube. Today, as I discussed in my last one, we're going to talk about what can we do when our child is aligning, acquiescing to that oppressor. One of the most important things our children need is for us to fortify attachment, to reignite it when it's being maliciously fractured regularly by an abusive parent. I call it malicious fracturing of attachment. And so why is this imperative? Because if we don't understand that the abuser is working consistently, I call it willful, active, and intentional, that they are doing this with our child, we now must work willfully, actively, and intentionally to fortify it and reignite it. Just assume it's happening. Just assume that that abuser is trying to lure your child away with tons of freedom, with no limits, right? And then when I say freedom, I mean freedom to stay up late, but also they could stay at a friend's house when maybe they shouldn't be staying at a friend's house. It's a school night, whatever it is, giving them a phone at a very young age. This is what abusers do. And so how do we sit in a position of understanding that this is a different child? Our children are different as a result of their experiences of coercion and control. They are not the same kids. They actually may misbehave more. They may push boundaries more. This is a kid you never would have expected to perhaps, maybe be smoking or hanging out with friends and not doing well in school. None of that is relevant. In other words, we can try to intervene with those safety issues, and we should, but what matters is their attachment to you. How do we help a kid do better in school when they actually don't feel safe in their relationship dynamics? So what do you need to do? Fortify as much as possible the attachment. Create positive memories. Perhaps connect versus correct as often as possible. Remembering that you are not parenting the same child. That child is different. There's a lot more freedoms at the other house. And because of that, maybe there's some things that you would have never expected to do in your own home. You had this idea in your head. We can talk about all the grief. I run a course called Holding Hope. It's a grief healing course for protective mothers. Why? Because over and over again, the abuser has taken away what we had planned for our children. The safe environment, the ability to have structure and boundaries and to have accountability. It's not that we're not creating that, but we just need to loosen a little bit. We have to let go a little bit to draw them towards us. The most important thing is their relationship with you. So again, positive memories. What experiences can you do? Silly little things, fun things, even if they call you corny and they're a teenager. Go for it. Do the things that show them that you are okay, that you are accepting them as they are, of course, with particular boundaries and safety always primary, but you are not parenting the same kids. We're parenting different kids. That's what it is. That's the loss. And there is a lot of it. And now, how do we level up our parenting in a different way? Through the lens of coercive control. Have a great day, everyone.